Good afternoon, Penn Trafford, and welcome to this week's edition of What's Up Warriors. I'm Robbie.
I'm Hallie.
Today we will take a look at the popular ski resort, Seven Springs, see what PT thinks of Groundhogs Day, highlight two hockey athletes here at PT, and find out what students' expectations are for Super Bowl 50. Snowstorms aren't always a bad thing this time of year. Seven Springs is the most popular ski resort in southwestern PA, and to skiers and snowboarders everywhere, blizzards mean more time on the slopes. For this story, I talked to some PT Ski Club members and took a trip up to Seven Springs to check it out for myself.
Every year, cold weather and the first snowfall are highly anticipated for those who love to ski and snowboard. Welcoming over 1 million customers annually, Seven Springs is the most popular ski resort in southwest Pennsylvania. I sat down with the students and staff of Penn Trafford to find out who is ready to hit the slopes.
What I enjoy most about Seven Springs is there's all kinds of different levels of slopes. You can start out with very easy runs, or you can go all the way up to black diamonds, double black diamonds. So there's something challenging for everyone. That's what I like about Seven Springs.
Probably my favorite thing about Seven Springs is how at Seven Springs there's really something for everyone. So whether you're a beginner and you just started or if you just want to learn, they have easier things for you to do, easier trails, they have easier terrain parks. Or if you've been doing it for a long time and there's more difficult things, they have black diamonds. They also have more difficult terrain parks and half pipes and things like that.
I've been skiing for about 8 years at Seven Springs, and my family has a condo at the resort, so I'm almost up there every weekend.
We chose Seven Springs as our feature place because it has so much to offer. It has 33 trails and slopes. It's got 10 lifts. It's got terrain parks. It's a great place to ski. But we do go to other places as well. But Seven Springs we do go every Friday.
Well, I love going to Seven Springs because I get to hang out with friends that I usually don't get to see over the weekend or during school. So it's nice to just see people that I usually don't see.
As you can see, Seven Springs has grown in popularity over the years, so next time you're down there, make sure to check out all the new things the resort has to offer. I'd like to give a special shout out to Chris Spangler, Jesse Cox, and Russell Woods for getting all of the GoPro footage used in this video. That's a wrap for us here at the Springs. Back to you guys in the studio.
As many may know, Groundhogs Day is right around the corner. On this day, a groundhog comes up and gives us the news on whether or not winter will come to a close or continue. But what does this day mean to the students of Penn Trafford? Emily Davis walked around and found out just that. Here's the story.
A shadow I see. You can start the Twitter. Hashtag 6 more weeks of winter.
Since 1887, the second day of February has been known as Groundhog Day. According to tradition, if a groundhog comes out of his hole on this day and sees his shadow, we will have 6 more weeks of winter. If he does not, we have an early spring. I decided to walk around PT and see what students' thoughts and opinions are on this holiday.
Okay, what is Groundhog's Day in your words?
A rat comes out of a hole.
A day that's usually rigged to see whether we're going to have longer winter or not.
It determines if it's going to be summer or winter.
I don't know. It's spring. Yeah, it's spring, isn't it?
Spring or winter.
If he sees his shadow, what happens?
Well, we get like 6 more weeks of winter.
Runs away.
He gets stuck in his hole for another 6 years.
4 weeks of winter.
There's 4 weeks of winter. 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah, there's like 6 more weeks of winter if he sees a shadow.
Do you agree that we should use a groundhog to decide our weather?
I think it's pretty cool. It's different. I think we should continue to do that, but not with all the cameras and flashes and stuff there. I think it's kind of rigged.
No, because they shine lights on him. He's going to see a shadow. It's stupid.
Yes, because groundhogs are the best animal, and that's my spirit animal, a groundhog. I like groundhogs a lot.
And what animal would you use if it wasn't a groundhog?
Probably like a whale or a walrus or something.
An animal I think should do it. I think Danny Stifler. He's like a chipmunk, so.
Antelope.
An antelope, why?
Because they're so. No, gazelle, because they're just like majestic.
A land shark.
Why?
Because I like sharks as well.
Now, do you think there's going to be an early spring or 6 more weeks of winter?
I think it's going to snow till June, considering it's been hot since like
June?
December.
Yeah. For real?
Yeah.
No, it'll snow till like April probably.
I'm just waiting for summer.
I think we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. I like winter.
As you can see, some people have different understandings than others when it comes to Groundhog Day. This has been Emily Davis with the story. Back to you guys in the studio.
We have two students here at PT that are playing on the Pittsburgh Vipers hockey team. To find out more on their accomplishments, we go to Zach Yager for this week's Student Spotlight.
I'm here with Mark and Jim from the Pittsburgh Vipers. First of all, how long have you guys been playing together?
Say about 6 or 9 seasons now. We've been playing hockey since 7th grade together when I first met Jimmy.
I'd have to say the same. Met about 9 years ago, but been playing for about 6 years. It's been a fun time.
Is this league any different from the schools in terms of difficulty?
I have to say it is a little bit. More at the school, they you have less of a selection of players. When travel leagues like this that we play in, you have to try out for a team like this, and they select the best players that they feel should be on the team. So I definitely feel it's a lot higher level than the high school team.
So who are some key players on your team?
I have to say our captain, Brendan Ackelson, second year U18 player, brings speed and hands of the game. I'd probably have to also say one of our alternate captains, Jake Gursky, pretty solid defenseman, good set of eyes. I have to say James Flynn Gojkovic here, hard worker, decent hands, decent shot, good vision. I have to thank him for most of my goals this season.
How about you, Jim?
I have to say Mark Anthony. Kid's great, got size. He's like a refrigerator out there with wheels. Just, get the puck off of him. So I like most about him.
He is pretty big.
Yeah, we got other guys like Stone Habershow, got wheels. Get in on the play. Great forecheckers on our team. Great system we got going.
So what team should be challenges for you this year?
I'd probably have to say North Pittsburgh Wildcats. They're a pretty good team. They're number 2 behind us in the league. They have size and speed and stuff, and so do we. But they just always give us a good game every time we play them. So probably them.
I just want to tell all the young kids out there that if you want to get good at hockey, you got to play old-time hockey. It's the only way to play.
Okay, thank you guys very much. This has been Dave Hansen and Phil Kessel. Back to you guys.
It will be a battle of the experienced Denver Broncos led by Peyton Manning taking on the young, flashy Carolina Panthers with Cam Newton. With Super Bowl 50 set and quickly approaching, we sent Chris Van Bibber out to get the inside scoop to see who will take home the Lombardi Trophy this season.
Super Bowl 50, one of the most anticipated events of the year. I decided to look into the two teams and ask students what their thoughts are on this event. Riley, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl?
Probably Peyton Manning's team. The Broncos, right? Probably the Broncos.
And what do you think the score is going to be?
Probably 28 to 21. It's going to be a close game.
All right, and will you be watching the Super Bowl?
No. Maybe the halftime show.
And who do you think are going to be some crucial players in the game?
Probably Peyton Manning and maybe some of his other friends on the teams.
Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
I think the Carolina Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl.
And what do you think is going to be the final score of that game?
I will go 30-28 is my final score.
All right. And who do you think are going to be some crucial players?
For the Broncos, I think their defensive front, especially DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller. Peyton Manning, obviously, if he has a good game, the Broncos offense will go fine. And then on the other side of the ball, Panthers, you have, of course, Kuechly, and the rest of their defense is absolutely phenomenal. And Cam Newton. Will the Broncos be able to shut down Cam Newton? If they do, they might win.
All right. And do you like the teams that are going to the Super Bowl? And if not, who would you have liked to see in there?
Well, I would have obviously loved to see the Steelers in the Super Bowl, but it didn't happen. Kind of happy to see the Broncos in there, especially with Peyton Manning. If he wins, he can kind of ride off into the sunset and retire on top. Panthers, no really affiliation with them, but be nice to see someone else besides the Patriots win for a change.
You upset with the New England loss this weekend?
I actually thought New England was going to win that game from the jump. I didn't think the Broncos defense was going to be able to shut down the Patriots offense, but they did it, and now we have a good Super Bowl matchup.
And will you be watching the Super Bowl?
Of course I will.
This has been Chris Finbibber, back to you in studio.
Thank you for watching this week's edition of What's Up Warriors. Be sure to tune in on February 12th for our next episode, where we will look at the holiday of Valentine's and a teacher spotlight. Until then, I'm Robbie.
I'm Hallie.
Have a great weekend, PT.